Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, I wanna talk about Macho, the last movie from Clint Eastwood. I liked the movie, even though I saw that many people didn't like it. I enjoyed it. It's not perfect at all. It has its flaws, a few things that are laughable, maybe, but I loved the piece of the story. Like, it's a slow movie. um it's it's calm. Well, few things happens, of course, but it's it's a nice slow road movie that I really enjoyed. I loved that they were able to give it this kind of western vibe, even though the movie is not a western, but it's something I loved. The I don't know how the way they pictured these Mexico from the 70s, end of the 70s, if I remember well. It's something too much, stereotypical. I don't know how to say that word, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Stereotypical, I don't know. Stereotypical, okay. Mm, because I saw many people say that as well. But to be honest, I don't know anything about Mexico. I don't know anything about Mexico now. I don't know anything about Mexico back in the days, so I can judge that. I can say that is the way I saw Mexico being portrayed most of the times. So probably there are some stereotypes going on, but it is what it is. Like, my knowledge doesn't, like, make me get mad for the way they are portraying it. So maybe many people were mad about that, but many people were mad about the fact that there are a couple of women in this movie that it seems like they fall for the guy, even though he's 19 years old. But it's not like that. At least it's not how I saw that. But to talk about the movie, like, the movie talks about this ex rodeo star, Milo, that is asked by his boss to go and retrieve um, his son from his mother that is is abusing the boy, allegedly. We don't know at the beginning, at least. But anyways, he is not convinced at the beginning, but he kind of owes to the bosses this favor. So at the end, he decided to go there. And when he get there, he finds out that this boy is taking, not the best path. He is doing some petty crimes. At least that is what his mother says. And is participating in cockfights with his with this rooster that is called Macho. That was nice. And yes, so he gets there and is able to convince this boy to go with him, because the father said that the moment the young boy understood he was a real cowboy, he would have trusted him. And so they start this journey to go back to the USA. But on the way, some things happened, and the relationship between these two characters grows. some bumps in the way, along the way, and I loved their relationship. I loved how um, Milo's character, with his attitude, was able, and even with his words from time to time, was able to kind of um, start to make Raffo understand that this thing about being a macho, being strong, it's not, it's overrated, like Milo say at some point in the movie. In the movie, and even though, like, Raffo starts to understand that being a man, it's not always connected to be like super strong in a physical way, or intimidating or stuff like that. It's about other things as well. And at the end of the day, the movie is about these two characters helping each other and growing together, because they both learn something from each other. Obviously, Raffo is the one taking up most of the learning from the other guy, that it's 90 years old. Like in the movie, I think it was supposed to be in his 70s or 80s max. But, it is what it is. Along the way, they find this place where they settle for a little bit because their car broke. And Milo basically start this soft relationship with this woman, and many people were really mad about that because of the age gap and stuff like that, even though, well, in the movie, I guess they were supposed to be maybe 10, 15 years apart, I don't know. But you can see the difference because, I mean, Clint Eastwood is 90 years old, so you can see that. But I wasn't mad at all at this, because the nature of their relationship is nothing sexual or stuff like that. You can see that these are two really lonely people that find someone they like to spend their time with. It's something really soft and about, not being lonely, having someone that looks after you or stuff like that. It's not something like a big romance with a lot of sex going on, stuff like that. It's something really soft, something you imagine going on with older people, you know. So I wasn't mad about this. I thought it was really, really soft and cute and gentle. And for once, it was something like that, not uh, the usual, you know, romance stuff you see in movies. So I was happy about it, even because it really was good, was right for the general vibe of the movie. So this softness between these two characters, I thought it was really nice. And personally, I don't understand why people got so mad about this, when this is not about a sexual relationship at all, at least in my mind. So, it was about affection and having someone there, most of everything. So it was cute. I don't understand why people got so mad. But anyways, yes, that was another one of the points that people really hated. And then there is, well, the movie, like I said, is not perfect, because there are a few scenes where you basically laugh at what is happening. Like, he stops in this place and he starts to help with the animals. And at some point, you see these men trying to I don't know how to say in English that when you have to, you know, uh, a domesticate. I don't know if it's a real word in English, but a wild animal. He tries to break these horses basically, and you can see that it's not him riding the horses because like he's not able to do that anymore, of course, obviously. And there are a few close-ups that you can see that it's not the same thing that is going on the horse. He's basically still on something that maybe is rotating a bit, but it's like watching two different scenes. And that was a little bit sad. I didn't like that. It like he kind of broke the moment in the movie. But other than that, I really loved everything else. I loved the direction of the movie was really cool. I love the work that Eastwood did with the movie. There are some landscapes that are incredibly beautiful. There are some scenes that are so simple, but at the same time, that is what makes this scene strong. Like there is a scene at some point where they are just sitting near a fire, and it's so simple. There's nothing much going on. There is just the two characters talking to each other, and I don't know. It's just a beautiful scene. So yes, it's I don't understand why people are hating this movie. Like, I can see people not think it's one of the best movies from Eastwood because it's not. But when I went on the Internet Movie Database and I saw this movie didn't reach even a rating of 6, I was really sad because, like, I'm not saying this movie is a 8-star movie. It's not. But to not even reach 6 for me is really sad because I liked this movie, even because it feels like the story of Eastwood himself, like this man that was once basically a hero in the rodeo things. Now he's old. There is not much he can do, but he's still, you know, he's still there. He's still able to do things, and that it's the story of Eastwood as well. I mean, he's 90 years old and he's able to do something like this movie. Like, I don't even know if I will be able to walk at that age, let alone do something like this. So yes, when people complain that he's old, he looks tired even when he just walks. Well, man, that man is 90 years old. What do you want from him? But at the same time, he was able to they were able to write this character to be someone like that, someone that it's not all action, but it's someone that feels like, he gave everything. He can now be a little bit more frail without frail maybe without for that, you know feeling less of a man, if that makes any sense. Like, that is one of the things this movie is about. Is about um, disconnecting these fantasies even this young boy has, that to be a real man you have to be a macho basically. So it was nice, it was really nice. I loved the atmosphere of the movie. I loved the pace of the movie. I love the characters. I even love the rooster, because basically the rooster is the one that solved the movies in a way. He saves everyone. That scene was epic. Many thought it was silly, but I had so much fun, and it made sense in the movie. I just loved it. I was, it made me smile. But I loved how the movie ends, even though maybe the end was a little bit rushed and not as powerful as I would have liked it to be. But other than that, like, I really enjoyed the movie. It didn't have anything that made me scream to the miracle, uh, but it's still a nice, simple movie where Clint Eastwood basically do a great job. I liked him really much. Oh yes, one thing I still want to say. When I talked about these women falling to his feet, I didn't see that at all. Like I said, the second woman is one that it's just lonely and whatever. But the first one, like, it's the way it plays out is a little bit cringy, but you can see that, like, at least in my mind, that woman wasn't doing that to because he was falling in love with this man. She was doing that because it's um like it was a way to bring the man to her side basically. At least that is how I saw that, and it was sad a little bit. Yes, it was a little bit cringy, okay, but it's not like was something about, this lady falling in meddling in love with this old man. It was a different kind of situation. But anyways, yes, that is everything I wanted to say about the movie. I think it's a nice movie. It's not one of his best movies, but I think it's not even one of the worst. Many people are saying this is his worst work, and I don't see that at all. But it is what it is. If you want to watch the movie, like, I suggest you to watch it, because to me it was, I didn't feel like I was wasting my time basically. So anyways, that it's all, and I will see you soon with another movie talk, whatever this is becoming, I don't know. Ciao a tutti.